day. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Steelers.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hilton, the quarterback sack.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get.
And a loose football.
The quarterback on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 40s.
Josie Jewell on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Steelers 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Devontae Adams.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's good. We're up.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
That's not good enough, man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. That's a gain of 11, would have been a 1st down. If not for that penalty moments ago.
It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Conner. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Makes the score Broncos 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up on 2nd and 7. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This is the tight end fan. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
a gain of 6 yards.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
First down, Broncos.
So we've come upon halftime here in weeks. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Steelers 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now here's Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got you. I got you.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. Here's Connor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Taken down at the 33.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting at part of this game? The head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15.
Denver has the first down to play, going for 15 yards. Now a carry for Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack and a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Boswell for the extra point.
Point after.
It's good to make it 17-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
The quarterback on the scramble.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hilton. The quarterback is...
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 3 yards.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He'll find Lindsey here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Steelers... They're going to take over an excellent field position.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
On 1st and 10 is counter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything counts trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on first and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
The end result, 21 yards. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 10 yards.
Back to throw again. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards to gain there, second down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they dump. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Connor. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. On first down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great